What is good, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? It's your boy Foxy. Welcome back to the Fox's Den. Getting into another reaction. Beautiful Saturday afternoon. So very excited for this new episode of Solo Leveling, episode 3. What a strong fucking start this show has had. I mean, a real strong one. It's actually insane how much I'm already locked into this. And I didn't know anything about it going into this. And from what I've seen from a couple comments, even on, my reactions from the first 2 episodes, and also just some discussion on some of the episodes, comment section and whatnot, it seems that this is living up to the hype thus far, and everybody's loving it, including the readers of this manhwa, who are thus far blown away. They're genuinely excited and thinking that it's being adapted well so far. And I can only agree with them, and I'm glad it's meeting their expectations, because obviously they want this to do well. People that have read this, they don't want it to be adapted poorly, obviously, because this manhwa is legendary at this point, from how much talk there is been around it ever since it started and finished. Because I think the manhwa was already finished, if I'm not mistaken. So, you don't have to worry about losing the source material. It's already all there. And I'm just so glad it's living up to y'all's expectations who are readers and the hype, because it really does seem like we're in for a treat. The first 2 episodes were such a strong start. Last episode in particular, seeing Sung Jin-woo actually being capable of critical thinking and, really quick on his feet. He was the only one a part of this raid group, even though he was the weakest, that was very keen on his observation skills and taking notice to what was happening in the room and thinking while stuff is happening, thinking in a near-death situation at the same time, and coming up for countermeasures or what to do at all. You know what I'm saying? Nobody else really had an idea of what to do or what to say at all. So Sung Jin-woo was really the only one that really got anyone that actually survived and escaped in the first place out of there. You know what I'm saying? He was the sole reason for that. Nobody else was doing critical thinking or trying to think, or just they were too clouded by their fear, by their ignorance of what they were facing. They couldn't, most of them couldn't even fucking move. So it just goes to show that even though he's super weak, and maybe that will change, maybe it will, but thus far from what I've heard, if you're a rank E and that's your magic capacity, that's fucking staying the same. So I don't know what else you could do. I'm assuming maybe maybe it's a similar situation to Mashle. I just got done watching Mashle. Mash doesn't have magic, so he fucking does everything with his goddamn fists and his muscles and his physical strength. You know what I'm saying? And not magic. And not, whatever the main power system is in that universe. So maybe it's a similar situation where he's going to physically train a lot and get strong that way, and that will still be useful in some way. But then again, maybe there's something more special about this secret quest that he has unlocked, because he just barely survived past that time limit. That blue flame went out just in time, 0.02 seconds before his heart stopped, that he was able to receive this secret quest. Absolutely fucking amazing. What an introduction to the show. Stunning. And everything so far in terms of the other aspects of the show, not even just the plot and like the characters and everything so far, like stuff that you can easily see on the screen. The soundtrack, Hiroyuki Sawano, my fucking guy that worked a lot on AOT soundtrack, especially the earlier seasons, still worked on some of the later stuff in the final season, but worked alongside another composer as well. He's working on this. I'm sure he might also be working, have another composer alongside of him, or maybe it's just him. Amazing composer. I love his work. It's so gas. Soundtrack is great. That's one aspect. The voice acting, wow, really fucking good. Sung Jin-woo, when he was, the scream that you could kind of hear, it made it sound like it was far away or echoey because of the room he was in when his arm got cut off. The tone and raspiness and grittiness of his fucking voice when he was getting mutilated and thinking about how, it's just such bullshit. Like, I have a fucking family too. Like you're just self-righteousness and self-pity and like letting out his true emotions in that moment. Like the voice actor went in, bro. It was stunning. So all in all, already on all aspects of this show, it's fucking great so far. I am thoroughly invested. And some of what just happened last episode too, besides the massacre and him being quick on his feet and learning about things, all these other people besides the leader actually was able to, you know, he was taking full responsibility the whole time. Full responsibility, full accountability. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had no problem being a sacrifice or taking responsibility, even though they did take a vote, which, you know, Kim is a fucking bitch. I'm sorry. I don't like that fuck, because he was the one that was, you know, trying to like say like, okay, we bend the rules a bit. Like, this guy's got a second kid on the way. They're the ones that voted to come through. You know what I'm saying? And not only them, you know, obviously it was 6-6, and Sung Jin Woo, you know, he was the deciding factor, and that made it 7-6. And so they came. And Kim immediately offers the leader up for the sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? And I get that he already said that he was going to take accountability, but the fact that you are just so quick to do that just shows how much of a coward you are. And it really annoyed me that, you know, that was like, that's how his character, like his true colors had been shown that way. Because yeah, he took a vote just as much as anyone else did to come down here. You know what I'm saying? And he just so easily like leaves it up all on his shoulders. Like Kim wasn't responsible at all. And then, you know, there's one specific thing he said last episode, I think, like whenever somebody like called him out, like, you know, well, you vote, like, well, you voted this, and I don't know, there's something specific that he said like that just pissed me off. I was like, okay, yeah, you're a coward, like, shut the fuck up. And that goes for most of them, for that matter anyway. You know, like the one girl, the first girl that left, like they would have all been fine if they stood there and looked at the fucking statues and they wouldn't fucking move. But you, for whatever reason, just couldn't do that, and you fucking run like a bitch. So, you know, that's the situation that they're in. So I'm pretty sure all 6 of them could have gotten this quest, if that is true. If, you know, they looked at them and nobody left at the same, you know, they would have never moved, right? So you would have all survived the duration, the time limit, the blue flames. They would have all went out, and then y'all would have had the secret quest pop up for everybody. But no, you guys are fucking assholes and afraid, which understandable. I mean, come on, this room was fucking traumatizing. So just the chaos and the display of it all around, what a strong start. That's enough yapping out of me. Let's get into this fucking episode. I have no idea what to expect. I don't know if he's gonna fucking just respawn, if he's gonna get healed in this room, if he's fucking, you know, going to meet up with who just left him to die. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So without further ado, let's get into the episode. I'm so excited for this. Solo Leveling, episode 3. If you guys enjoy the reaction, please leave a like down below, comment, subscribe if you're new, hit that notification bell so you know the next one's dropping. Let's get into it. Solo Leveling, episode 3. Okay, looks like we're leaving right where we left off. Fucking blood on the altar, him getting absolutely destroyed. Okay, yeah, getting a little recap. This is right before he got the quest. Okay, yeah. All right, bet. So what, is he like in his room? Is he just like at home? Like he's literally outside of that fucking place now, like in a blink of an eye. Okay, he remembers everything that happened to him. Yeah, he's like, I'm good. Like, I'm good, bro. I'm good. I don't think so. Oh, is he in a hospital? Who the fuck are y'all, and why do you know me? Oh, Kong's voice actor is very familiar. Damn, okay, and then into the opening. Alright, shit. That was quite the intro to this episode. Right into this shit, man. Right into it. Let's get it indeed. Get me into this fucking episode. What's good, bro? 3 days? Damn. Oh, he may have to retire, yeah, because anyone who actually left that room and didn't deal with the quest. She's traumatized. Yep. This is the risk you take as being a hunter. And if you guys would have just stayed in that circle, you would have been fine. His arm would have been healed. Songs, the raid leader. Wow, the temple in that room wasn't even there. It all disappeared. So he didn't just teleport here. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. They actually saved him. A second awakening? Oh, wow. So maybe he had another point like that? So they're going to test it right now. And if I had to guess, it's probably not the case that he thinks. That's not the case. 10. Yeah, like, it didn't change. Even E-ranks usually manage higher than 70? Damn, his mana is really low. 10? Maybe you should have mentioned it? Yeah, I think you're the only one. Okay, that makes sense, yeah. No wonder they didn't bring it up. They can't see that shit. She probably scolded him a lot because, yeah, he'd be getting hurt all the time. So yeah, he's the only one that's able to see that. Okay, all right. What's going on here? Come on, teach me. What's happening? What is happening? Should they be examining your head? The strength training has arrived. Daily quest. Okay. Yep, and that's her friend that has applied to be a hunter. Push-ups 100, sit-ups 100, squats 100, running 10 kilometers. Okay, damn, get after it. An appropriate penalty. So if he doesn't complete quests, he will get penalized. This is very unique, obviously. I wonder if they're eventually going to learn, or if he's going to, or Sung Jin-woo is going to end up telling them, like, yeah, I can see these screens and shit. I'm doing quests and shit, bro. Like, what's good with this? The man's just stressed. The Hunters Guild. It's about increasing the reputation of a guild. Like, we're reliable, or, you know, we are the fastest at getting rid of dungeons, stuff like that. In the middle of the fucking road. Okay, yeah, they direct traffic, put fucking signs around it, like, okay, pass by, pass by. Oh, man. Just part of their daily lives. That's the penalty for not doing your fucking strength training, buddy. Oh. He got teleported to a desert? Survive for 4 hours? Yo, nah, this secret quest is wild. You're gonna have to be dealing with a lot of shit, man. So now you're forced to do your endurance and training and such. For 4 hours at that, you could have just done, you know, 100 push-ups before the day ended, 100 sit-ups before the day ended. You won't be dealing with this. 2 more hours of this? He didn't leave by choice, I'll tell you that much. 10 seconds, come on. You're almost done, buddy. 3, 2, 1. Get me the fuck out of here and take me back to the hospital. Penalty quest survival completed. Good job, bud. Don't fucking miss another quest. Don't you fuck up. You received a reward. Bro, the fucking notifications screens are so quick. Okay, it seems like they might be back, right? No, okay. He's getting ready to leave the hospital. Come on, Joey. You can do it. I know that was fucking traumatizing, but... Yeah, go see him. That will relieve your fucking worries at least a little bit. Yeah, see, you already got a smile on her face after being depressed and fucking traumatized after that experience. See, and that she's overhearing the nurses talking about his exercise and taking it easy, and she's like, God damn it, let me go give him a fucking lesson again. I can distribute the points into whatever abilities I choose. Strength, agility. What is that? Much more powerful, okay. What, perception, maybe? Inventory screens, too. Bro, he's literally living in a game, and it's only for him. Nobody else can see this shit. Literally! I fucking love this. Everybody's looking at him like, this dude's crazy. To what, though? A key for teleporting. An instance dungeon. Yeah, they report it all on the news so you know where the locations of the gates at. Like, this is truly a part of daily life. Like, I love this shit. I love this show, bro. I love it. It is really well done and really well thought out so far, in my opinion. Expect traffic delays as a result. Be careful of the gates. Yeah, like, dude. Oh, he went to go visit his mom. Are they in the same hospital? Do they happen to be in the same hospital? Eternal sleep disease? ゲートが出現してから見られるようになった病で、数万人に一人の割合で発症します。One in every several 10,000 people? Continual exposure to mana. 現在の医学では延命治療が精一杯です。ほら若いの！こんなことしてんじゃねえ！はい。He's been working ever since then. Yeah, he's doing his daily quest every day. He's doing his strength training, getting those sit-ups in, getting those push-ups in, getting the 10 kilometers in. Come on. Just hype me up, bro. Don't worry. Don't worry. He gonna get a lot better here soon thanks to this secret quest, baby.
すみません、役立たずで。能力値ポイント、筋力。
He's at 31 in strength already. Oh, wow. Damn. Just the time that he spent at the hospital, he's gotten a good amount of strength training in. Yeah, there's the hole to put the key in. Is it really gonna let you leave though if you want to leave? I don't think you can just leave. I think you're gonna have to complete whatever you gotta do. So I hope you've done enough training. Who knows how strong this place is gonna be wherever you're going to. Here we go. Right into the fucking instant dungeon. Instance dungeon, I think is what it was called. You have entered the instance dungeon, yeah. And it closes. Oh. People don't even realize. Yeah, nobody else can experience these things but him. Yep, separate dimension. They're different. Oh, like red gates. Interesting. So yeah, he has to clear it or use a teleportation stone. He probably gets teleportation stones through rewards, or maybe there's something even like a shop that exists in this in these windows that he can see in like this game, so to speak. Yeah, you don't have a choice now. Yeah, that's for damn sure. You gotta take care of business. I hope your points that you've spent were well spent. Here we go, goblins. These are perfect first enemies to test your abilities. Come on, come on, come on, come on. You got this shit. You got this shit, bud. You've got some strength on you, bro. Okay, you dodging effectively. There you go. Hey, you're not getting hurt this time. You dodging and everything. There you go. Get some practice in. Toil with them a little bit. You don't gotta kill them right away. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Bite yourself. That's just one though. And you got a whole dungeon to go through. Here you go. Oh, there we go. Come on, you getting used to this shit, baby. Come on. Come on, Sung Jin Woo. You got this shit. Damn right, you're seeing the fruits of your labor. Oh, tougher opponent. Damn, blade broken again? Can you pick up the goblin's blade by any chance? Maybe this is the boss. Maybe this is all that this dungeon has to offer. Come on, if you defeat this wolf, I have a feeling you're good. You're good. You gotta defeat this wolf, bro. And that's it. Yeah. Is that gonna call more enemies? Or is that just like a war cry? I think it was just a war cry. Come on. Don't end there, man. Come on, you're gonna cliffhang me like that? That's criminal. That's criminal. You're gonna cliffhang me on the wolf lunging in on this motherfucker, bro? That's crazy. That's crazy if you ask me. That's crazy. Gas episode though, gas as fuck. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Got some good fucking info on what the hell we need to expect from this now. That was great. Alrighty guys, what another amazing episode of Solo Leveling. That was, oh dude, I love this shit so much. I'm looking so much forward to Saturdays now every week. It's not even funny. And this Saturday in particular made it even more exciting just because I have a rest day today from the gym. So I literally have nothing to do today. It's the weekend. Rest day off from the gym. Got to watch my new fucking episodes that drop. Mashle, Solo Leveling, One Piece later tonight. Probably watch that tomorrow. Whatever. But it was a good fucking Saturday, and that just topped it off. And then even after this, like, I get to watch some just fucking CDL matches, chill the fuck out, you know what I'm saying, and enjoy myself. Maybe have a beer or two, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know, a little sippy whippy. I don't know yet. I don't know. It's a good day though, and that was a good fucking episode to watch. Getting into right where we left off, we got a little bit of a recap of that last hit while he was getting fucking utterly destroyed in that, you know, room or dungeon, whatever. Temple, I guess, as they called it. And, you know, saw that quest screen pop up once again. And then we see him just wake up out of nowhere. And I thought that confirmed my theory that he was just going to respawn immediately as soon as he accepted the quest, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? But that was not the case at all. You know, whoever escaped and left, you know, they had higher rank hunters come in and assess the situation and hopefully, you know, deal with that room or whatever the case may be. And when they got to that location, the temple and all of its, you know, things included inside of it were nowhere to be found, and all they found was Sung Jin Woo, you know, unconscious but healed, you know, his leg attached, his arm attached, you know what I'm saying? And that's where they, you know, took him to the hospital. And then, like, this is where that started this kind of investigation from the Hunter Association, where they're like, there's something about this, man, it just doesn't seem right. Like, this has never happened before, never seen a case like this before. What the fuck is going on? So this is where they, you know, we immediately see them, like, these two individuals from the association that are close to the chairman, or at least work for him, come in and start asking him questions and filling him in on what he's missed out on, that he was unconscious for 3 days. Johee's been traumatized since then. Mr. Song has, you know, lost his arm, might have to retire, you know, stuff like that. And that goes to show that, like, okay, he would have still had his arm because Sung Jin Woo is healed and fine. He was missing a leg and an arm by the end of last episode, not just an arm. So if Mr. Song stayed, well, that goes for that matter also the rest of the group. If they stayed still in that fucking circle and everybody looked at their statue, each respective statue, they would have been fine for the entire duration. You had to keep your faith, but the fear is what overtook most of those people. They're like, no, I'm getting the fuck. Especially once one person does it. Once that first girl did it, that's what fucking made the rest of them cave in, because they're like, nah, if she got out, I'm gonna get the fuck out too. Especially because her actions, all it takes is one fucking person to fuck everything up. That's all it takes. One person. And because she left, that starts, you know, her whatever statue she was looking at to move. So you know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna reach to y'all eventually, and so that's what increases the fear factor even more, because of one fucking idiot. So don't even get me started on that again. But they start investigating him, or like asking him questions, filling him in on what he's, you know, missed out on, or, you know, what he, you know, his own questions. And then they eventually leave, and then he realizes, like, I wonder why I didn't ask about this. And then he's looking at this fucking window screen, you know, this like holographic screen in front of him that seems like a game window, so to speak, you know, from a video game. He's like, I guess they can't see it. And then that's when his sister visits him, and, you know, she's, you know, scolding him, like, I'll worry about you, you know, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, can you see this? And she's like, no, what do you mean, can I see what? What are you talking about? So that confirms right there for him, like, okay, nobody else can see this but me. And it already goes ahead, and he's seeing different windows, and one of the windows is his quest, you know, his quest log, and the quest that he had, like his daily quest, is do strength training, 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and 10 kilometers of running. So, or cardio, whatever. And that can be spaced out during the day too. Like, he doesn't have to do it all at once. That's probably the most efficient way to do it, obviously. But you don't have to do it all at once. And that is because he didn't do that shit. Like, he ignored it that whole day, right? And it didn't give him the penalty until the clock hit midnight, which is technically the next day, right? So the daily quest has failed at that point because it's a new day. So that's what initiated the penalty quest. He gets in this, he's teleported to this fucking desert. He has to fucking run away from these fucking giant fucking worms that are coming out of everywhere for 4 hours. He has to survive. That's your penalty. He was like, bro, I gotta do this shit for 4 hours? And the nurses are looking for him, like, what the fuck happened? And so, yeah, he survives, and then he gets back, and he's like, holy shit, okay, I guess I gotta do my daily quest now. And ever since then, you know, overhearing the nurses while Joey was about to come visit him, you know, you're hearing them saying, like, oh, he's been running ever since then, you know what I'm saying? Like, he says he's trying to get back in shape, You know, we're telling him to take it easy, you know what I'm saying? Because obviously, like, you just got done from being injured or unconscious, whatever. It's not normal. You should take some rest until you're fully recuperated. But he's got to do his daily quest, bro. Nobody else knows about that shit. And that's where Johi, I think, realized also as well. You see her kind of walk away like she's kind of frustrated, and I think that's because she's constantly worrying about him and she cares about him, obviously. And especially after what they just went through. I mean, Johi was practically traumatized, and the first smile we've seen on her face was when she heard that Sung Jin woke up. So yeah, and then you can obviously, after he's completing his quest, he gets rewards for him, stat points to be able to use as he wants to and put them into each stat that he would like. You know, it looked like, from what I could just gather. Let me go back to some of these screens. I can like literally just look and see what the fuck he was actually looking at. So yeah, we got right here, we got the screen. Let me see. Show me. Where is it at? Okay, we got strength. He's already put, I think, 31 points into, as we saw of before he went into the instance dungeon. Agility, I think PER, I want to say that's perception. And then his heart, it says VIT. I'm assuming that means vitality, which is like his health, I'm assuming. And then obviously a brain, INT, is intelligence. And then that's it. Those are the 5 stats. And you can see, yeah, his HP is 100, his MP is 10, which is, you know, his magic capacity, which we also learned from the people that came from that work for the chairman that were talking to him in the beginning of the episode. We learned that most E ranks are usually 70 and above mana, but even he's even lower than that, a good amount too. He only has 10. Like, he does not have much magic at fucking all. And then obviously it shows your fatigue meter too, to show how tired you are, which is basically your stamina. You know, he had just used his reward to fully recuperate. So like, as soon as he got done with that workout, all of his exhaustion went away because he used that instant recuperation or something like that. Instant, yeah, basically that's what it means. Is like, yeah, he just instantly felt like all of that energy is back already. All that energy spent, he already feels normal again. He's not sore, nothing, because he immediately recuperated using that reward. So those are all the stat points that you can see, and it seems like maybe even more rewards will give him more, you know, other things too. Like, you could get like a weapon for a reward, if I had to guess, you know, something like that. And that's by completing these instance dungeons, and then also completing different quests. Like, he has his daily quest, but there's also probably going to be, I feel like, main quest type shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe this instance dungeon is going to give him a new quest once he completes it. Not only rewards and stat points that he can also spend some more too, but probably, if I had to guess, a quest line or just one quest, you know, something like that, you know, if I had to guess. And so that's when he realizes, you know, this like random reward he gets every day, like out of a box, I think. The random loot box, yeah, he gets that like after completing a daily quest. So this time he gets a fucking key, and he's like, oh shit. And so this key is used for instance dungeons, which are different compared to regular dungeons or gates, and he compares it to what are apparently called red gates. So we've only seen blue so far, so apparently red gates exist, and those are probably, if I had to guess, stronger. You know what I'm saying? They're probably B and above, maybe even A and above, something like that. He notices it immediately because a random person walks straight through what he is perceiving, and she's not even aware of it, and that's because he was in an alternate dimension. And he's like, and then also the door like closes up behind him, or seals off. And he's like, well, fuck, I thought I could run if I needed to, but now I have no other choice. I gotta get this done. Because it pops up the screen. You gotta either complete the dungeon, or you gotta have a teleportation stone to be able to get the fuck out of there if you want to get out of there. So he has no other choice but to defeat the dungeon and do what he has to do, because he doesn't have a teleportation stone, which I'm assuming, I already said, you could probably get through rewards in his quest that he completes through this game, or there might be something that exists, something like a shop that he can, his own personal shop through this interface or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that's possible. But yeah, and we also learn about his mom's illness too, which is apparently eternal sleep disease, which is something that's come about ever since the existence of gates. And you know, they have a theory that it's, you know, it's likely due to an overexposure to mana, and it's like one in every like several 10,000 people. It's pretty rare. because obviously most people have mana. It's a pretty norm nowadays, and you're going to be around mana a lot, so like you should be fine, right? But some people, I guess not. And in this case, she's in an eternal sleep where she won't wake up, and the best they can do is give her life support. So they're keeping her alive, but they don't really have a cure or how to wake her or whatever. So it's kind of just up in the air in like her situation. And we see like how he started working pretty much soon after that, going to construction. We see him doing his daily quest, building up his strength is more and more as usual. And then he gets to that instance dungeon, goes in, defeats a couple goblins, actually realizes like, wow, I've gotten stronger. And then he's faced with a tougher opponent immediately, which is this wolf. And immediately the wolf pretty much destroys his dagger. So he's weaponless again, and it's looking dire. So I'm curious to see how he's going to get out of this one, and if this is as simple of a dungeon where this wolf is all he has to do, or all he has to defeat in this instance dungeon, since it's like very early on, right? But hope so, at least, because that fucking enemy has already destroyed your dagger, and if there's any other enemies after this wolf, good fucking luck. Because I think this is about all you can take right now, like literally giving it your all too. So of course they cliffhang us as the wolf is lunging in for an attack, and we're just gonna have to wait until next episode next week until we see how that fight actually concludes and see if he survives, or how he does, and you know, see what he gets as rewards for completing the dungeon, and if that wolf truly is the last enemy. So all in all, what a fucking discussion. Goddamn, that was a long reaction, but so much to talk about. There's a lot of depth in this show already, only 3 episodes in, and that's a good fucking sign. I love it. Amazing concept, really, really good so far. I'm so glad. I was itching for this episode. I was like, okay, what's gonna happen next, right? As we see the secret quest pop up last episode, and then boom, another cliffhanger. It's like, fuck, what's gonna happen? Is he gonna respawn? Is he gonna be healed? Is he gonna be aware? Is, you know, what's gonna happen after? Is he gonna see the people that fucking left him to die and give him a fucking his 2 cents? You know what I'm saying? You know, fuck, you know, cuss him out like, y'all fucking pussies left me and I fucking almost died. I didn't know what to expect, and this is thoroughly, I wouldn't say surprised me, but I love the concept of him having his own personal way to grow. You know what I'm saying? And they were thinking at first there was a second awakening, because that is apparently a thing in this universe where some people do have a second awakening where they need to reevaluate their mana. And it's like, oh shit, like maybe you were an E rank at first, you have a second awakening, all of a sudden you're a C or B rank. Or like, you know, I think Jinwoo was saying in examples, like you can go from a B rank to an A rank, or an A rank to an S rank type shit. So that all in all was a fucking info-packed full episode. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I loved it. That's enough out of me. Enough yapping. But yeah, that was amazing, bro. I can't wait. I can't wait for next week, bro. This show is so good. Like I'm hooked now. I'm super fucking hooked. So yeah, that's gonna do it for me. Enough of me fucking yapping away. If you guys enjoyed the reaction, please leave a like down below, comment, subscribe if you're new, and hit that notification bell so you know the next one's dropping. I'll see you on the next one. Y'all be good. Deuces.